Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, you're welcome. Please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down below, and please click on the bell as well. Thank you so much. So in the previous update about Jodha and Akbar, we saw how Ma'am Anga plays a cost on Jalal and Jodha, that they will lose their children and they will mourn over their children. And Jodha challenged Ma'am Anga that her curse will never come to pass. So that was the last update. Let's continue from there. Pupi was with Amida and Rukaya, and Pupi says that Jalal is very worried and he is not even talking with anyone and he is not showing interest in politics, and this is not good. Amida says that it is all happening because of Ma'am Anga, because Ma'am Anga has filled her heart with hatred against Jalal, and she knows that Ma'am Anga has lost her son, but her son was a criminal and he cannot be forgiven. A maid comes to Amida and says that Todamal, Mahan and the ministers are coming to meet Amida. Amida asks Halima to go to Jodha and asks her to talk to Jalal. Amida comes to the court and says to the ministers that they all work for Jalal, so she has called them all for discussion. Amida asks Todamal that is everything alright in the country. Todamal says no, people are gossiping about the incident that happened, and Amida says that till Jalal is fine, then they will look after the matters of the country, because she doesn't want that because of Jalal's weak state, then the kingdom will become weak. Amida says that everyone's work should be done like it used to be before, and if anyone tries to spread rumor, then they should stop it, and there shouldn't be any problem for the kingdom. Amida says that Mahan and Todamal are both Jalal's loyal ministers, and they know how to run state. Amida says that Akbar was Jalal's most loyal person, but he is gone, and Jalal's bad state should not affect the state. Todamal says that Amida should not worry, because he will see to everything. Amida calls Jodha and asks about her health, and Jodha says that she is fine. Amida gives Jodha a sacred thread for her safety, and Amida blesses Jodha. In Bakshi's room, Bakshi's maid does some trick and predict that Bakshi will give birth to a baby girl. Sharafuddin comes there and slaps the maid, and the maid leaves. Sharafuddin says that what is going on, and Bakshi says that the maid was just saying that her baby will be a baby girl. Sharafuddin says that he wants powers and state, and it would only happen only when Bakshi have a baby boy. Bakshi says that Sharafuddin's lust for power is not good, and did Sharafuddin not see how Adam ended his life? Sharafuddin slaps Bakshi and says that he doesn't want a baby girl because girls bring shame to the house, and Bakshi should always remember that he wants a baby boy. Jodha sees all this and she asks Bakshi if she can come in. Bakshi wipes her tears and asks Jodha to come in. Jodha comes to the room and she was about to fall, but Sharafuddin owes Jodha and Bakshi sees this. Jodha jacks Sharafuddin away and Sharafuddin says that Jodha should be careful, and what if Jodha fall down? Jodha comes to Bakshi and says that Amida brought sacred thread for her child's safety, and Jodha gives the thread to Bakshi. Bakshi says thank you to Jodha, and Jodha should not come to her room again, and Bakshi quickly changed it, that she meant to say that she doesn't want any problem for Jodha, and she doesn't want what happened here to happen again. Jodha says oh, she will be careful from now on. Bakshi thinks that Sharafuddin has stooped so low, and Sharafuddin says to Jodha that he would escort Jodha to her room, because what if Jodha sleep again? Jodha says that she would live by herself, and Jodha leaves. Todamal comes to Jalal and says that he doesn't want to disturb Jalal, but there is corruptions in many states. Jalal says that whatever Todamal have to say, then Todamal should go to Akbar and talk to him. And Jalal asks that the Todamal send things for burying Akbar, and Todamal says yes, and Jalal leaves. Jodha says to Salima that she tried everything to lift up Jalal's mood, but Jalal is not in a good condition, and Jalal is very sad and she cannot see him like this, and on that again, Ma'am Anga's evil words to Jalal. Salima says that she knows Jalal is worried, but only Jodha can take Jalal out of the depression, and Jodha can bring Jalal out from this situation. Jodha comes to Jalal and Jalal asks that do Jodha need anything, and Jodha says yes, and Jalal asks that what? Jodha holds Jalal's hand and asks him to come with her because a king cannot be in depression. Jalal says that he doesn't want to go anywhere, and Jodha says that can't Jalal do that for her, and Jalal decided to go with Jodha. Jodha brings Jalal to the room and shows Jalal the paintings of Jalal's ancestors. Jodha asks that do Jalal know the people, and Jalal says what? Jodha says that Jalal should tell her about the people in the painting, and Jalal shows Jodha the picture of his grandfather and his father. Jodha says that do the people that Jalal just mentioned ever run away from their duties, and do they ever mourn, and do the people ever lost trust in themselves? Never. Jodha says that the people were great kings like Jalal. Jalal says that to be true, he has decided to leave kingship. Jodha says that Jalal cannot decide that because Jalal did not choose to be the king, and Jalal only became the king by destiny. So Jalal cannot leave kingship like this because Jalal doesn't have any right to do so. Jalal says that he was doing all the things with support of Akbar and by Jodha's love, and he did not do this alone, but Akbar is gone now. Jodha says no, Jalal can do this alone because only the person with strength can undo all this, and Jalal should think why Bairam Khan decided that Jalal would be the king when Jalal was a child, and Akbar and Bairam Khan chose Jalal, but now Jalal wants to run away from his duties. Jodha says that where is that Jalaluddin who wanted to win the whole of India? Jodha says that she is feeling pain to see this kind of Jalal, and Jalal may not want the throne, but the thing is that the throne wants Jalal, so Jalal should please rethink about his decision, and Jalal silently leaves from there. Jodha comes to the ladies, and the ladies tell Jodha that magic has happened, because after Jodha talked to Jalal, then Jalal's mood got better, and Jalal has already been smiling and he was happy like before. One wife says to Jodha that Jalal listen to Jodha and take care of Jodha a lot, so when their kids would come, then how much would Jalal love Jodha? Another wife says to Jodha that after becoming the king's mother, then Jodha should not forget them, and Ruqayya listened to all this and she was jealous of Jodha. Jalal and Jodha were holding their twin babies, and everyone were hailing Jalal and Jodha, and nobody gave Ruqayya any honor, and they even pushed Ruqayya, and it turned out to be Ruqayya's dream. Ruqayya wakes up in her room and she shouted no, and she gets angry and says that why can't there be two kings' mother in the kingdom, and Ruqayya smoked and smiles at herself. Jalal comes to Jodha and sits beside her and greets her. Jodha smiles shyly, and Jalal asks that why did Jodha seems worried when the doctor told Jodha that she shouldn't worry in this state because it is not good for the children. Jodha thinks to tell Jalal about what Sharafuddin thinks about Bakshi having a baby boy, but Jodha thinks again that no, because it is a matter between husband and wife, so she should not tell Jalal. Jalal says that he is here. Then why is Jodha worried? Okay, he will leave. But Jodha says no, because she have one question for Jalal. Jodha says that if she give birth to baby girls, then will Jalal be upset with her? Jalal stands up and says that how can Jodha say that? Because has he ever told Jodha that he doesn't like baby girls? Jalal says that daughters are blessings to fathers, and it's Jodha and Salim are not daughters who made their fathers proud. Jalal asks that how did that stupid kind of question came into Jodha's mind. Jodha says that she thought that Jalal would need a baby boy to be his heir. Jalal says that his daughters will have his blood and he will decide about their future. Jalal says that he will decide the name of one child and Jodha will decide the name of the other. Jodha says no, they would together name their children, and Jalal says that it is better, and Jodha heard Bakshi screaming and she goes to check her. Bakshi was screaming in pain and Sharafuddin comes to her. Bakshi asks that what if she give birth to a baby girl, and Sharafuddin slaps Bakshi and says that Bakshi should not curse her child, that it will be a daughter because daughters are shame to their fathers, so Bakshi should never give birth to a baby girl. Bakshi says that all that is in God's hand, and Jalal and Jodha comes there. Jalal asks that why is Bakshi crying because they are all here for Bakshi. Sharafuddin thinks that what if Bakshi tells Jalal about him that he is beating her. Bakshi tells Jalal that the doctor told them that this kind of pain happens in pregnancy, and Jalal says that nothing like that has happened to Jodha. Bakshi says that Jalal should not worry because Sharafuddin is taking good care of her. Jalal says that it is good, and if Bakshi give birth to a baby boy, then he will become the brave soldier like his father, and if it is a baby girl, then... But before Jalal could complete his statement, Sharafuddin says that may only Jalal have a baby girl because he would have a baby boy instead. Jalal says that only God knows the gender that a woman will give birth to, and the doctor comes to check Bakshi and says that it is already Bakshi's delivery time and she requests everyone to go out. One lady was with Rukaya and she says to Rukaya that soon, new generation of the Mughals will come to the world. Rukaya thinks that Bakshi and Jodha would have their children and Salima already have Rahim, so what will she have? The lady says to Rukaya that husbands give more importance to the wife who give birth to his child, and Rukaya should see how much Jalal cares for Jodha, and if Jodha give birth to a baby boy, then Jodha will become the king's mother. Oshia brings small baby cot and the lady asks that who owns the baby cot. Oshia says that he doesn't know and Rukaya asks him to bring it and maybe it is for Bakshi or Jodha. Rukaya looks at the cot and smirks and Rukaya murmurs the king's mother and jiggles. Bakshi was crying in pain at the delivery time and Jalal was waiting outside and he says that he doesn't know how much pain Bakshi is going through. Jalal sees Jodha and says that he doesn't know how can Jodha be so calm. One soldier says to Sharafuddin that Sharafuddin is going to become a father and congratulations to Sharafuddin for that. Sharafuddin says that it must be a baby boy and the soldier says that children are blessing and it doesn't matter if it is a girl or a boy, and Sharafuddin slaps the soldier and asks him to shut up. Jodha says to Jalal that this moment comes in every woman's life and every woman have to be prepared for this pain. Jalal says that he will be with Jodha at her delivery time. Jodha says that Jalal cannot be with her during her delivery and Jalal says that he is going to become a father so he can be with Jodha during delivery. Jodha says that she is going to become a mother so she will not allow Jalal to come in at her delivery time. Jalal says now he is worried for Bakshi. Inside, the doctor says congratulations to Bakshi and the doctor says that Bakshi gave birth to a baby girl. Jalal outside says to Jodha that he thinks that the happiness has come and they both goes inside to see. Bakshi remembered how Sharafuddin slapped her when she asked if it is going to be a baby girl and the doctor gives the child to Bakshi and Bakshi smiles. Sharafuddin comes in and says that how is his baby boy and Bakshi looks at Sharafuddin. Sharafuddin asks whether he became the father of a baby boy or not and Bakshi was afraid and Bakshi lied that her baby is a boy. Sharafuddin was happy and he goes out to tell everyone. The doctor asks Bakshi why she lied to Sharafuddin and Bakshi says that she became scared because what if Sharafuddin does something to her child in anger, so that was why she lied. Sharafuddin comes to Jalal and tells everyone that he has become the father of a baby boy and everyone goes in to see the child. Inside, Bakshi asks the doctor to keep this as a secret and the doctor says that Sharafuddin will kill her. Bakshi says that she will talk to Jalal about it, so the doctor should not worry. Everyone comes to see the child and Jalal takes the child in his hand. Jalal was very much happy and he gives the child to Jodha. Jodha smiles and one wife says that the child is just the same like Bakshi. Amida says now, Bakshi will get a peaceful sleep now and Amida takes the child in her hands. Pupi makes the child taste honey as per ritual and Salima says congratulations to Bakshi. Rukaya and all the ladies were smiling and Jalal says that Bakshi's child has done magic on all the ladies and Jodha sits beside Bakshi and Bakshi was worried. In the court, Jalal says that he wants to name his nephew as soon as possible and Sharafuddin says that he has thought about name for his baby boy and Jalal says great because he has also thought about his children's name as well and Jalal asks that what name did Sharafuddin suggest. Sharafuddin says that his child name will be Sarfaraz and Jalal says that it is great and now it will be a paternal uncle. Moti says to Jodha that Jalal is very excited to hear the name of his nephew, so Jodha should think how much Jalal will be happy to name his own children, and Jodha smiles. Sharafuddin takes his child in his hand and says that his child will make him proud, and do his child knows whom he is. Sharafuddin says that he is his son's father, and Bakshi was worried to see all this, and Bakshi says that why is Sharafuddin talking to their child like this? Sharafuddin says that his son is his blood, and he understands everything. Bakshi says that their child is still very young, so Sharafuddin should let their child take some rest, and Sharafuddin gives the child to Bakshi and says that his son should take some rest, and Sharafuddin leaves. Jodha comes to Bakshi and asks that how is she doing and she has brought ladus for her and Amida has sent the ladu. Jodha asks that how is the prince and Jodha sees Bakshi worried and Jodha asks that why is Bakshi worried. Bakshi says that she has told Jodha not to come here again. Jodha says that she thought to meet the boy and Bakshi says that Jodha needs to take more rest than her. Jodha says that Bakshi should not worry about her. Jodha says that the baby has pee on his clothes and Jodha says that she will change the baby's clothes. Bakshi gets worried that Jodha will know the truth, and Bakshi tries to stop Jodha, but Jodha refuses to stop, and Bakshi thinks that Jodha is very stubborn. Jodha removes the child's clothes, and Jodha saw that the baby is a girl, and Jodha shockingly looks at Bakshi, and Jodha wondered why Bakshi lied to everyone. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching till the end, and if you like this video, please don't forget to give the thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and I will see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.